All right, ARCA at Indianapolis Oval. This thing has been getting ran like crazy. Like, this is probably going to have the most races go off. Maybe even challenging for plate racing. It's just absolutely crazy the amount of splits are happening. And it's all the splits, like yesterday, there was like 5 or 6 different splits in one time slot that were all 1,200, 1,300, 1,500. Like a ton of close iRating right in the middle of top split and bottom split. So it's cool that this is getting a lot of use. It's the old Indy, and that means that the high side isn't as dominant, but it is still just a little bit. You can get out of line and not pay for it too much. After watching Gavin's race this morning, not too confident in how this is going to go for me. This is kind of the worst type of racing for me. Just because you do have to be aggressive to make a pass. It doesn't seem like you can really tire save. And then once the right front goes away, it just won't turn, and it's a lot of people just struggling to turn. So, I don't know. If we screw up qualifying, then maybe I will just hang out in the back and try to make up a bunch of spots late in the race, but hopefully this is just weak enough that we don't have to worry about too much and can try to have a good one. So we just hit 15,000, and we've got Bob in here, who, I don't know if he went out on track, but I believe he just hit 500, according to my viewer channel in Discord. So congrats to him. That's one of those marks that once you kind of hit that, it starts snowballing for you. I haven't really watched much of his stuff. I just haven't had a whole lot of time. But yeah, let's take a look and make sure that I am getting this correct here. Yep, that is him. He is hit the 500 mark. So good job to him. It's really, really tough to do because you got to stick it out for a long time. And once you hit that, though, things start going in the right direction for you. And more views, the more it gets shown to people, the more subscribers you get, and it just keeps going and going. But the hardest part is sticking with it. That's what I've said every year when I do my revenue breakdown for the channel, and just say all you got to do is stick with it. There's a few other factors that come into play, but stick with it, make content that you want to see, and there's other people out there like you that will watch it. So that's how I've gotten here. ARCA was the thing that really made my channel explode. Like, I started doing a lot of dirt, and once I started running ARCA, there was really no one making ARCA videos, and it just popped off big time.
Green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Let's see how terrible I can be at getting around the rectangle. I did not feel very fast in practice. I did one lap, because that's about all I can stand to run here by myself. just get very bored if I'm not in a race scenario. The bigger tracks just do that to me because it takes so long to learn anything, unlike a short track where you can get to the corners every 15 to 20 seconds.
One more lap. 52.958.
Try to attack the corners, see if we can do that. Big push out, but it really didn't hurt us at all somehow. Either my first lap was really slow, or there's just too much grip, but we kill ourselves all the way down the backstretch. Only 9th fastest. It looks like we're going to be at the back tire saving in this one. Exit of 2 was key, and I completely screwed that up. Get a couple hundreds here, but that is not going to be a good one. 922. We've fallen further. I knew this one was going to be brutal for me. Just low horsepower. Just can't make those work here. And we are miles off. Almost 3/10 off a fast lap. So 12th now. Nope, 13th. How much further do we fall? Well, we've only got 17 seconds for anyone else to knock us further down. No, we're still 12th. Okay. No, that was 10th place that moved up. That's why. Do not know where we go with this one. We're on the outside, so that's bad. We're at the back. That's bad. I think we just got to go full saving. That's pretty much our only option, I think, is just... But, I mean, watching Gavin, it looked like he was saving, and he still just... That thing died off. I think you just cannot ever try. Once you start trying, it just goes away massively.
1 lap to green. You're on the outside this time. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Today's definitely not been my qualifying day. Terrible in the SK qualifying. Terrible in this. Whatever I race next, I'm sure will be terrible there. Maybe Indy cars if it is going off in time. That's at Pocono, I think. Oh no, I was really horrible there last time we raced. Waiting on someone, 30 seconds till it goes. Got a couple of people back here with us that are around our iRating, so.
There's no tire changes allowed during this race.
At least
Treat them right.
we weren't the only ones to completely screw up or be just slow. Got a lot of low Class Bs ahead of us, though. That's always a bit scary, because it's really not that hard to maintain a high Class B or a high Class A. But I also got to think that it was just Daytona and Atlanta week, so probably a lot of people are suffering a bit from that. if they do run multiple races. Just don't know how we play this. That Dale Jarrett scheme, that one is just like, that's so, it just triggers like flashbacks to early sim racing for me. Yeah, we're just gonna go with what happens here and then decide how we're racing this thing based on what we got around us. Go ahead and uncheck fuel and chill tear off just in case. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because it'll be a really boring race then on the other side of the track from everyone else, a lap down. Is there like a massive gap in front of us? What are we doing here?
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready.
Leader's gone. No one in my line's going.
Green, green, green.
19 did not get a good start, but has the inside line, so might get to our inside. 18 slow. So we're just gonna go around the outside. Hopefully that gets us the run off the corner. It does. Wait for the 8 and the 9 to figure out what they want to do, but I'm gonna lift off because we don't want to be on the outside at full speed right now. Okay, survived the first lap, got a couple of spots.
You're in the top 10.
Seems like everyone's really overdriving. There we go. That'll help us. Thankfully, it didn't pull us to the wall for too long, otherwise we would have never made that corner. When the 4 gets here, I'm just going to let him go. He had a really aggressive move, and I think he's going to be overly aggressive.
3.401.
Things are going to get stacked up here a bit as well. Team's having a slow exit, which slows down the 9, which means we're going to have to take advantage of that.
Outside. Keep low. Keep low.
But can't do anything with it.
Clear high.
That's okay though. Okay, 4 cars being patient. Didn't think we would see that out of him.
53.759.
Everyone's running that higher line here now. I think that's just going to eat up their tires. They're just already up there. I don't see how that's sustainable. Not going to try to pass here. We didn't have a good enough run. like being crammed in. 4 is being really patient. So eventually that'll end. 9 hits the wall. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Just going to lift off. And then stick on her outside for some reason. Don't know what the point of the lift off was, but hopefully we can get it completed now. We do. Alright. Bit of draft here just so that they are for sure side by side, and maybe it slows them both down as I blow the corner like crazy. Alright, we got Bill ahead of us. He had a bit of a slow moment a few laps ago that got us to the inside of the 9, and then everyone ahead is just checked out like crazy. I think we're going to be looking for that turn 2 pass again, or the exit, trying to get the run, so back off a little bit early. He blows the entry to 1. He's just going to give us that spot. And that works out. Sometimes you can get away with that if someone's overdriving, looking at entry. If you back off just a little bit early. But then he gave us the spot immediately because he blew turn 1 so bad. Him and the 4 might have just got together or had a close moment. That takes us into the 8th position. Now we just got to get a okay rhythm going here.
53.993.
Oh yeah, we've got 2 figured out. We're on last lap though, so that's why that looked good, but it felt good, so. Trying not to get too close to the curbs on the inside. So with the stock cars, it gets it fairly loose, and then you just kill your time out of the corner. We're pulling away from the 9. 4 is re-catching him, but I also feel like we're probably hurting the right front somehow, because this is kind of exactly what I seen Gavin do, and he just couldn't turn at the end of it, so. At least we don't have the amount of idiots in this one that he had. Well, I guess he only really had 1 idiot, but that guy was trying to wreck everyone. Went to go make sure I had him blacklisted on iRacing, and of course I did. So, I've seen it before out of that guy. Got some smoke there. And the 9 has been caught by the 4 again. I think the 4 is going to blast past us once he gets released. Just lift off and get it down there. Although we got a little too far down and did not pull off the corner well. rest of the field looking very, very close to us. If our tires go off, it's going to be really bad news. I didn't move my brakes, I probably should have, but barely using them on entry of 1 and 3, so I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Probably just better off backing up the entry a bit instead of trying to drive it in so deep. But they're all closing in on me. Still think we're going to finish in the top 25 in points. I've been on the front page many seasons in this, probably just because I run every race. But if we get through this one without any incidents, that'll be 12 weeks of racing in ARCA, doing one race each week and coming away with 8 incidents on the entire season. Never led a lap though this season. Had a little bit better lap than the cars behind that time. We got some smoke and side by side up ahead. I assume that was for position, maybe some contact or something. Missed the corner. Just feel the right front screaming at me. Slamming on the throttle to get some rotation there on exit of 4. So these two were catching the car ahead for 5th place. He's definitely dropping off. Cars behind, well, the 9 just got passed. So let's see how quick the 4 catches us. He's 1 second back. He is 0.9 back. Keep it at a 10th a lap, we're okay. But he also got a slower exit off of 2 because of the pass into 1 and still caught us, so that guy is just getting turned. Get a couple of freebies. Just had to commit. There's no way I can turn right there and do anything. We turn right, we end up in the wall. Had to just hope that his car continued to carry up even though it looked like he was on throttle. Wasn't really expecting that because they had some clean racing, but these noses tend to send people. It also helps us with the battle with the 4 as he's now 1.2 back because he had to lift off. We are now in 6th. Can we pull off a 4th place like Gavin? That one, you don't have to try to get down below a wreck. You can get off the corner much better. At least the 8 didn't try to block after his mistake. I've seen that out of quite a few people lately. 16 car has destroyed his right front. I try to catch him into turn 1 from 8/10ths back. Just hurt myself more than anything. What kind of defense are we going to get out of this guy? We've caught him in 2 laps from a second back. He's got 0 turn. We did not give ourselves a good run there, trying to go too quick. We're going to take a moment, we're going to back off early, hope he overdrives it. He's headed for the wall. Someone with a blown engine has driven down the backstretch, it looked like. Is he going to lift off, or is he going to put himself in a worse spot? He lifts off. That is P5. And we got some battling going on at the front, so we might get some free spots.
You're in 5th.
Ease it around. Only thing that can hurt me is putting it in the wall. This guy, even if he catches us, never going to be able to do anything with it. Car lost too much in that wreck when he had to avoid it. So we just got to get around safely and see if someone gifts us another spot up front. Because we're not going to catch him. So only way we're going to gain anything is by them wrecking, not by me trying to drive faster. Overdrove that. They are nose to tail off of 4, but they should survive that. Well, you know what? P5 after that start, I will take it. Car was going to crap. 4 would have caught us had he not got slowed down by the wreck. And, yeah, not where we needed to be, but I'm happy with how it came about. Right front is not going to look good, though. It started to die right at the end. Yep, 69.86. We broke it. Let's go take a look at the wrecks. Might have only been that one. And a few wall hits. Bob ends up 12th there, so I think, yeah, he gained a few spots on it. That is the 18 headed towards the wall hard. That's after we've already passed him. And the 18 losing it off the corner and just destroying his car. Don't know how you get loose with this car. 14 just way over driving it. You gotta, he's back full throttle right now. That's not gonna do you any good. You gotta get off that throttle, let the nose drop, let it turn in, then you can get going. 11 gets sent and then goes all the way around. Did that hit? That second hit actually get him out of our way? Yeah, because he was just gonna stay right there, but then the second hit rotated him more, which turned him up out of the groove. I think we still could have got around it, but definitely was gonna be closer. Anyone get him? Looks like everyone's gonna get around. And Dale Jarrett turns down and hooks the 10, or the 19, sorry. And the 20 drives into it, and, well, that was a bit of a mess. Alright, let's take a better look at this. Yeah, he just turns down and hooks him. Where was the 19 coming from? Was the 19 catching him? Or was this one of the guys that was slow on the start? He gets a run, and the 9, I guess, is just kind of holding him up there, but 19 needed to go. I think the 19 was headed low. I think the 10 just turned down and got him, and then the 20 coming in here. I guess he probably couldn't see that car with the car in front of him cutting down. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, they both were just drifting down the track because they'd given up, and unfortunately, nothing he could do. Then, back behind that, we got Bob. Ooh. Did that guy get into it? Oh, yeah. But he actually prediction codes through it and doesn't get any damage or slowed down. He does nearly take out Bob there. Then he's headed for the wall. And the 4 car and everyone else apparently headed to... I thought they were all going to hit the wall. Guess he's going to go celebrate with the winner. I've always felt that's weird. Let's take a look at the results. And then maybe look at the standings to see where we're actually at this season. Because I always forget that there's actually, like, the championship points, I just never pay attention to it because it doesn't really matter. You're never racing the same people, so to me it's just, it's a good way to evaluate how your season went, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot. Started 12th, got 5th, got some help with that, but yeah, 53.4 was our fast lap, 52.7 the leader's fast lap. That we were not fast, but we had some later run speed. But yeah, look at this. These are the splits here. 17, 12, and 11. Like, everything right here in the average iRating is just, it's been condensed massively all week long with like 4 or 5 splits is filled with that. So if you want some very close racing at your iRating level and you're in this range, this is the week to get it. Let's see what this is showing us for series stats. We're going to get 16th. I think it is updated. Ignore the 9 weeks counted. That is just... it fixes itself after a while. We got 12 starts, 8 incidents on the season, so be happy with that. Gavin way up here, he only gets 5 incidents on the season, and he gets a win, so he had a much better season than we had. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.